Poland not only shares a border with Ukraine but also shares the wish that Russia will ultimately not succeed in its ongoing campaign. Poland has recently intensified its monitoring of the borderlines with Kaliningrad, the Suwalki Gap, and Belarus. The Warsaw government remains deeply concerned about Russia's continued diplomatic maneuvers with the United States in recent times. If NATO as a whole does not significantly boost its defense spending, Vladimir Putin may be emboldened to act once more, as there would not be sufficient deterrence to prevent further aggression. The Poles, who possess the third strongest military force in NATO, are therefore taking proactive measures to strengthen border security. Warsaw has made it clear that its primary mission is the protection of national borders. To achieve this, military units within the Polish army, including K2 and Abrams main battle tanks and armored vehicles, have been deployed along the border. The secondary objective is to continue its strong support for Ukraine. Reports have surfaced recently indicating that the United States has frozen military assistance to Ukraine, adding further strain to the geopolitical landscape. US President Donald Trump has officially paused all military aid from Washington to Ukraine, a decision that has sparked concern in Warsaw. The Polish government has evaluated the situation carefully, confirming that the US took this step unilaterally without consulting its allies. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk, speaking before a cabinet meeting, stated that intelligence from his center in Janka corroborated American reports that the aid had been halted. This decision places both Poland and Ukraine in a highly challenging situation. A spokesman for the Polish Foreign Ministry reiterated that the US failed to consult its allies before suspending military assistance. In response to the sudden shift in American policy, Prime Minister Donald Tusk has emphasized the necessity of boosting Poland's own defense efforts. He expressed gratitude to the Minister for Funds and Regional Policy for initiating work on transferring 30 billion zlotys, approximately €7.21 billion, from the EU COVID bailout fund to defense spending. Additionally, Tusk and other EU leaders received a letter from European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen proposing a strategic plan for European rearmament. Poland has long urged its allies to increase military expenditures and is set to allocate 4.7% of its GDP toward defense this year. However, Warsaw asserts that in addition to heightened defense spending, it is crucial to enhance military support for Ukraine. While the EU recently approved an $800 billion budget, Poland has also taken decisive steps in fortifying its own military assistance. Now, a closer examination is needed to understand Poland's latest aid initiatives, its contributions beyond EU assistance, and how these efforts influence Poland's relationship with the United States. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and like this video to stay updated on our latest content. Poland's latest military aid for Ukraine was announced by Polish Defense Minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz, who confirmed that Poland is preparing its 46th donation to Ukraine, valued at over €2.2 billion. This move highlights Poland's leading role in military assistance and reinforces its unwavering commitment to supporting Kyiv. According to the defense minister, at the onset of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, when some countries hesitated in their response, Poland swiftly provided tanks, heavy equipment, and ammunition. Speaking about Poland's latest donation, Kosiniak-Kamysz pointed out that this package exceeds what some European countries have spent throughout the entire conflict. Warsaw remains resolute in its support for Ukraine, not only by supplying military equipment but also by training Ukrainian troops. Approximately 28,000 out of the 80,000 to 90,000 Ukrainian soldiers trained by the European Union have undergone their training in Poland. Further cementing these ties, Poland has launched a new $200 million aid program, which Ukrainian ambassador to Poland Vasyl Bodnar confirmed is expected to reach Ukraine by the end of the month. Since Russia's full-scale invasion, Poland has served as the main hub for military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine, with over 90% of assistance passing through the reshaping airport in southeastern Poland. Poland has also supplied a vast array of military resources to Ukraine, including T-72 tanks, 1 Botswana Pula infantry fighting vehicles, MiG-29 fighter jets, Mi-24 attack helicopters, Leopard 2A4 main battle tanks, and PT-91 Twid tanks. Additionally, Poland has provided self-propelled howitzers, multiple launch rocket systems, and various armored vehicles. The underlying motivation for Poland's extensive aid efforts is its firm stance against Russian territorial expansion. Warsaw has repeatedly declared that it will not remain passive in the face of potential Russian aggression. Retired General Rajmund Ondrzejczak, former Chief of the General Staff of Poland, stated that Ukraine has effectively bought time for Poland by resisting Russian advances. He warned that if Russia were to succeed in Ukraine, Poland could soon face direct threats, with Russian divisions potentially stationed in Lviv, Brest, and Rodno. Ondrzejczak made it clear that should Russian forces cross the Lithuanian border, Poland would respond immediately, striking strategic targets within a 300-kilometer radius within minutes. To bolster its military preparedness, Poland has significantly expanded its arsenal. It has procured 800 missiles with a range of up to 900 kilometers and has received substantial military support from the United States. This includes 96 R-64E Apache helicopters, 250 M1A2 SCPV-3 Abrams main battle tanks, M142 HIMARS systems, and various South Korean manufactured artillery systems. Poland has also entered into agreements with Korea Aerospace Industries for Fa-50 supersonic training aircraft and with Hyundai Rotem for K-2 Black Panther main battle tanks. Poland's growing military capabilities have further solidified its position as a formidable force within NATO. In addition to its procurement efforts, Poland has initiated a $131 billion defense modernization plan, aimed at enhancing its military readiness between 2021 and 2035. This includes replacing Soviet-era aircraft with F-35A Lightning II jets and advancing missile defense systems in collaboration with European allies. NATO's presence in Poland has also expanded, with approximately 10,000 US troops stationed in the country and substantial investments in military infrastructure. The geopolitical landscape continues to shift, with Poland reinforcing its role as a critical player in European security. As tensions persist, the question remains: will Poland's aggressive military investments be enough to deter Russian advances? The coming months will be crucial in determining the future of European defense strategies and Poland's role within them.